Hi everybody and welcome to another super exciting edition of C4. Let's meet the teams, eh? On my left, first of all, we have... Hello, you're Liu Yan, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Would you like to sing an introduction about yourself?
Hello, I am here.
Wow, it's like having Michael Jackson on the show. And next to you, we have Abishan. Hello.
Hello.
That's a very exotic name.
Yes, I realise that.
We've had you on the show before, haven't we?
Yes, you have.
Okay, you could be a good stripper, Abishan. Anyway, on my right, let's meet the teams. Who are you?
I'm He Yang.
Hello, He Yang.
Hello.
And you work for... Oh, Stuart, hi. I noticed Stuart's eyes just going down just then. What are you looking at?
They were...
Oh dear, it's all gone very wrong. So before we get arrested for something, let's check out the first montage, please. Okay, what is all this money doing on the table? He Yang has just buzzed in. You've actually stopped the montage before it came to an end, so our producer wasted a lot of time doing that, so shame on you. But what is the money all about, eh?
Well, I think that's stashes of cash being cut up.
Could I just say, before Stuart looks down some more and hurts his eye, you probably should lift your t-shirt up a bit. Anyway, marvellous. It is, how much money is on the table? Stuart?
Oh, I don't know.
50,000.
50,000 yuan.
50,000 yuan. Ab, were you going to say the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We'll give you a point as well, although there are no points really. Now, where did this happen? It happened in Chengdu. Okay, good. Everyone's done the research. And why was 50,000 yuan ripped up, eh? Why? Liu Yan, see, you didn't use your belt. If you'd used your belt, you could have come in and told me it was because a man's nutty wife had ripped it up. Liu Yan.
That's exactly what happened.
What happened?
The wife was nutty. So.
Nutty? I find that politically incorrect, sir. What is the politically correct version of nutty?
Crazy.
Mentally ill. Not crazy. Mentally ill.
Okay, we don't use nutty, nutter, or crazy on this show. We use mentally ill because the other words are inappropriate. Anyway, let's move quickly on. How many employees at the local Bank of China spent 6 hours trying to put these bills back together?
12.
Hold on, I didn't come to you yet. Stuart.
12. And
Exactly.
they weren't obliged to do that. The bank actually listened to the story and felt sorry for this poor individual.
So you're telling me the bank was actually nice to people?
They were, but I don't think they gave them the best 12 people to do the job.
Because over the course of 6 hours, how many bills did they put back together? Oh, hold on. Liu Yan, star of the Beijing Hour, has buzzed in.
1.
You are on the Beijing Hour, right?
Previously.
Okay. The previous star of the Beijing Hour buzzed in. You are now on the world according
to words.
To verbs. Yes. Okay. So, He Yang, you have a new album, Thriller, don't you?
Yes.
It's quite an old album, actually.
Yep.
But it's an original pressing from 1983. What would you do if you had a nutty, mentally unwell husband who broke it in a rage?
I would go mad. But my question is, why would I get married?
So you'd go mad, but not nutty.
Pipe down, Oprah. Okay, what was that?
Why would I marry this guy in the first place?
Because you have something in common with him. Anyway, Liu Yan, have you ever broken something expensive or important in a rage? I can see that you've probably got quite a temper on you.
Unfortunately, no.
Really? You've never broken anything important? You've been in the Beijing Hour studio and, you know, a piece of equipment hasn't worked, so you've just ripped it off or something?
I probably would just curse a little bit.
Curse? Curse who? Oh, you mean swear?
Yeah.
I thought you meant lay a curse on
I feel sorry for this guy, because if he was in Britain, they wouldn't have to go through this process of putting the money back together, because the Bank of England only requires half a note or more than half a note to refund you.
I would feel deeply
sorry for him. This was cut up into really tiny pieces.
Yeah,
Not only did she have a right go at them with her
yeah.
hands, she even used scissors.
But still, they know there's a lot of money there.
Yeah, well, I still don't understand why they can't weigh it all and then figure out, you know, how much money there was. Because the Bank of England
that makes
does
a lot of sense.
I still don't understand. I still don't understand why he just doesn't leave her.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a bit of a bastard thing to do. Just because your wife's mentally ill, you stab her in the back and run out.
No, just because your wife told her 50,000 yuan, you might want to think about, you know, calling it quits.
Well, you know, we're not all so obsessed with money that we would leave our loved ones for 50,000 yuan. We know your price. Anyway, Liu Yan, I just want to quickly ask, does the state not provide for the mentally ill? Because this man was actually paying for his wife's treatment. So does the state here in China not actually do that?
You know, in such cases, I believe the husband usually cannot work. So I believe the couple qualifies as a low-income household.
And what do they get? Some vegetables?
They can actually get some sort of subsidy.
Oh, okay. Well, that's absolutely marvellous. I do like that. Anyway, let's quickly move on to the next montage of images. Appendices. Okay, does anyone want to tell me what's going on here? And Abhijan, the star of the Today Show, has buzzed in. Hello.
And Beijing Hour.
Oh, yeah, okay. I don't know who works where. These shows are all interchangeable. The World According to Nouns, Beijing Hour, The Tomorrow Show, whatever. Anyway,
yes, this is the story of students being drip-fed with some kind of chemical to keep them awake so they can study for an examination.
do you know what the chemical is? Hold on, Mr. Biology has buzzed in. Do tell us.
Amino acids.
It is amino acids. They have been getting amino acids via IVs to keep them awake and energized to study for which exam?
Gaokao.
Gaokao.
Hold on, you didn't buzz in.
Yeah.
Naughty. Yes.
Known as the Gaokao thing here in China.
Okay, tell us what the Gaokao is.
College entrance examination.
So if you do well in the Gaokao, you go to a good uni.
Yes.
What uni did you go to?
Say it again?
Did you study English?
Not
as
enough
well?
amino acids,
Okay.
for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay.
I
So-
sacrificed myself to make a point.
You did what? Sacrifice yourself?
To make a point.
Well, what university did you go to?
Zhejiang University.
Zhejiang University. What province is that in?
Zhejiang.
Marvellous. Okay. So, He Young, can you tell me what the name of the school is?
I think it's Xiaogan Middle School in Hubei.
It is indeed. Feng Xiaogang #1 middle school in Hubei province, and they were collectively receiving IV drips, but it was organised by the school. Stuart, would this ever happen in England?
No, I don't think so. Because if you have an excessive intake of amino acids, it's bad for your kidney, and you can have a calcium deficiency, so it's pretty unhealthy.
Oh dear. What would you do instead then for the students?
Have an egg.
Have an egg. Would you like to go to, what is it, Hubei? It's all the same. Would you like to go to, no it's not. would you like to go to Hubei and hand out eggs to the students?
No, but I'd expect the teachers to.
I mean, well, it's not their responsibility.
Neither is it mine.
What?
But they clearly
Don't
thought it
worry,
was...
no one's going to ask you to hand out eggs in
He
Hubei.
really thinks that after the show we're going to send him off to Hubei with a crate of eggs. Unbelievable. Liu Yan,
Yes.
did you, I mean, obviously you pushed yourself hard in music class at school, but what about in other classes? Did you push yourself hard?
Reasonably hard.
But you still ended up at Zhejiang University.
Yes. And that is #3 university in China.
In Zhejiang, probably. But anyway, is it actually the #3?
Yes.
For what subject?
For everything.
For everything? Well, what about like Beida, Tsinghua?
Yeah, #1, #2.
Renmin?
#3 is Zhejiang University.
Okay.
Score.
What? It's like having Alan Partridge on the show. Back of the net. Okay, good job. Is it really the end of the world if you don't pass your Gaokao?
Well, I think in China, for high school students, it is. It feels
Okay.
like Judgment Day if you didn't.
Judgment Day.
Yeah, if you didn't do
Well,
well.
then let me send a message to all those kids at home. If you don't study hard and pass your Gaokao, you'll end up at CRI as well. Anyway, let's quickly move on to the next photo then before I get sued. Who is this sour-looking woman? Oh, I think you have some sort of affinity with her. What's going on in this story?
Well, she is a woman.
She is indeed a woman. He Young has done it. Well done to He Young. She is a true journalist. Let's move on to Abhijan because you are shaking with excitement. You want a date with her. What's going on then?
Not as much as her doctor, mind.
Oh, go on then.
No, well, she basically went in for a health check and the medical report said her prostate was fine.
Prostrate?
Yeah.
What, kneeling on the floor? Prostrate?
Prostate.
Oh, prostate.
Oh, was it prostate?
Oh,
Sorry,
dear.
yeah.
Oh, dear. Okay. Well, we'll get you a dictionary after the show.
Okay, okay.
But it was indeed a prostate that was found in her during a medical examination. Stuart is about to buzz in. Did that with the corner of my eyeball. What would you like to say?
She doesn't have a prostate.
Because
She's female.
she is indeed a woman, so she doesn't have a prostate. Liu Yan,
Yes.
did you know that?
Of course I know that.
Dr. Liu. Okay. Anyway, let's move quickly on and find out what the story behind this was. Her name is, what's Z-O-U in Chinese?
So,
Yeah.
Doe. Okay. So her name is Doe, and she went to a hospital called Guangshang hospital in Bao'an district of Shenzhen. I have to say, I spent some time in Bao'an district, absolutely hideous place. It's just around the airport, don't go there. And she had an ultrasound report which said that her prostate was fine. And also, the original hospital in Bao'an said that she had something in her uterus that needed to be removed. But the next day at the other hospital, they said, there's nothing that needs to be removed. Stuart, you'd like to say something? What is it?
Do you think they were trying to get her to have an operation, Rob?
Do I think that they were trying to force some money out of her?
Bit of money.
Well, I think there's going to be something controversial from Mr. Abijan. What is it?
Do you think they were just drunk?
Drunk. I don't want to say too much, but I've seen drunk doctors in China before. Liu Yan, you had a little story that was quite similar, but vice versa, didn't you?
Yes, apparently a guy also went for a body checkup, and then when he got the medical results, he was told that his menstrual period was okay.
Abijan, how did you feel when the doctor said that to you?
I went on a rage because it was that time of the month.
Really? I think that could have been quite messy. But no, that is the story that's happened.
Not enough cranberry juice in the world.
Cranberry concentrate from Barrett & Holland is apparently pretty good. But a Bao'an TV reporter actually went to the hospital and got beaten up by the medical affairs department chief. Brutal stuff indeed. Liu Yan, have you had any medical treatment in China?
Yes, but basically run-of-the-mill stories, nothing exciting.
Okay.
Or controversial.
Okay, what about you, beyond the obvious?
Yet.
Okay.
Not yet, but I look forward to.
Still waiting for that lobotomy, eh?
Yep.
So young. Is it respected to be a doctor in China?
I think it used to be, but in recent years, I think I see a trend of people, this rising ominosity towards doctors in general.
I don't know what she's talking about, so let's just take a time out from her young. But for the rest of the show, I actually got blown by a doctor in the eye.
Do you want to rephrase that? All right, okay, yeah, sorry, carry on.
Your dirty mind, once again, took over, okay?
Your dirty words.
I got blown in the eye by a doctor. There was some problem with my eye.
Even that's got bad connotations.
What? No, just listen. Held my eye open and blew like that in my eyeball. Okay. Whether you've been blown in the eye in Glamorgan has nothing to do with me. Anyway, I think we should probably move on before Ab lowers the tone of the show any further to the next photo, please. Who is this young man chatting up the old woman in Nanjing? Okay.
He is an American, trying to do good to a old lady.
Hang on, that doesn't happen.
What, Americans trying to do good?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he is an American and he is doing good, so I have to say the photo contradicts you, sir.
Fair enough. So, how do we know he's American? Could be lying.
Because the internet said so.
He could be Canadian.
He did some TV interviews afterwards.
He did indeed.
This is such a remarkable act.
Yeah,
it had to be on TV.
Helping a beggar in Nanjing is such a groundbreaking thing that they had to put him on local TV.
No, but they still told him off because he gave her a bowl of chips.
Oh, French fries, yes, from McDonald's.
I would like to ask a question.
Okay, go on.
If I can. In China, do you get
Hold on, wait, let me give you the iPad.
In China, do you get taught to help people like this?
I think so. Yeah, from primary school.
Because when I've been learning Chinese, I've been reading some children's books. And it's a good way to learn Chinese.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Can you read Chinese?
I can. This is actually all in Chinese.
Anyway, some of the things for the children, it said, do not give money to beggars because they are pretending to be beggars.
Wow, that's pretty controversial to put in a children's book.
It's not too controversial because children need to learn early. I've often been on the subway and some guy has been like hobbling down the train, you know, like, oh, money. And then what happens? That's what they do. You know it's what they do. Anyway, what happens is the train pulls up. I just
love the sympathy, mate.
Yeah, well, the train pulls up at a station and this guy, who's pretty crippled, will then look out the train, see the next one coming, and he'll leg it over to the next train. He's perfectly fine, and then when he gets on the next one, oh, he's disabled again. I've seen it numerous times.
However, not everyone.
Unfortunately, I have.
Not everyone is pretending to be.
Not everyone, but Liu Yan has seen this happen. Have you seen it?
Yep,
there we go. Okay, we've all seen it. He-young, you've seen it?
No.
Don't care. Anyway, there is an issue at the moment, though, or there has been for a few years with charity in China. For example, remember the Beituan earthquake in 2008?
Yeah, just 4 years ago.
Mr. Mathematics. Music, mathematics, is there anything he can't do? And I also like your hair today. Anyway, in 2009, a year after the earthquake, netizens went crazy because the local government, the Beichuan officials, had spent millions of yuan buying fancy new cars for themselves with donation money and public money. Apparently. So anyway, that's one thing. Also, gourmet May. Anyone Chinese like to pick up gourmet May? I didn't mean it like that.
I'll talk about it. I'm
Liu
not
Yan was
Chinese.
getting all excited, like, pick up gourmet May. She's a hottie. Anyway, go on then.
Well, she flaunted her wealth on a microblog and claimed that she was an official or she had a position with the Red Cross Chamber of Commerce, which is an organisation that doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
However, she was romantically linked with someone who was working for the Red Cross Society of China, and everyone was outraged at the fact that he might have purchased all these things for his apparent mistress.
Paramour. Okay, well, that is a brutal story. It's all apparently, you know, so let's not get sued. But anyway, let me just find out before we finish. Let's get back to the story of the American and the French fries, or chips. But anyway, Liu Yan, have you ever helped a beggar?
Yes, I have.
In what way?
Give him some money.
Okay, He Young, beggar?
Well, I gave her pork buns.
Okay, there is a story attached to that, but you told us before and it was boring. Anyway, what about you, Abishan? You seem like a very jolly chap. Except for today.
Chap.
But have you ever helped a beggar?
Yeah, sure.
Whatever.
But not with, you know, French fries. Just giving them money.
Okay, then they can choose what they want from the menu.
Yes.
That's a lot better.
Not everyone likes French fries. You know, sometimes they just want a Big Mac.
I like the fact that you are so thoughtful. This cruel American, Jason Luce, forced some French
Hang on,
fries
his
on
last
an old
name
woman.
is Luz.
Luce.
Luce.
Luce, yeah. L-O-O-S-E. We've given him
Yeah,
enough
I
publicity.
know how it's spelled.
No, you don't. Anyway, let's wrap it up for now because I'm frankly getting a bit bored. So over here, you guys, did you have fun?
Yeah.
Sure.
That's all right.
Okay. You know that people only watch the show to hear your musical interludes, Liu Yan, and you've been very quiet today. Just one song so far. So would you like to sing another?
Okay, I think it's about time I sung this. Time to say goodbye. Da da da.
That's it, I'm leaving.
Okay, another miraculous performance. I did hear her young in my ear trying to ruin it, but she didn't quite. You guys, did you have
Yet
fun?
another thing you
Yes,
play.
very much.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Did you actually want to sing a song?
I'm quite happy, you know, being the shadow person.
Yes. Okay. You might want to pull your t-shirt up again because I can see actually quite a lot. Let's wrap it up there. Oh. Liu Yan, I bet you wish you were hosting the show right now, eh? Wink, nudge. Anyway, let's wrap it up. If you want to check out the show on Weibo, we've got our Weibo information down below, and also our email address. So if you want to write to our delightful producer, Kitty, you can do that as well and send in some positive comments. Anyway, that's just about it for now. I think, as for the prize, Liu Yan,
yes.
Well done. There is no prize, but, you know, you would win it if I had remembered to bring it with us. Anyway, let's wrap it up. So, bye for now.
Bye-bye.